Sometimes when I'm delivered mixes to master, I'm given mixes that are extremely loud. They've been limited and maybe clipped before they even came to the mastering stage. In those situations, I wouldn't traditionally use a clipper on top of that because it'll just add distortion to the signal. But there is a way that I can use gold clip with a really loud mix in order to enhance it and make it subtly translate better on more systems. So the first thing I'm going to do with gold clip is basically bypass everything in the plugin. I'm going to command click the clipper, I'm going to command click gold processing, and I'm going to command click Alchemy. Now the plugin is essentially doing nothing at all. It's taking the audio, passing it from input to output. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply the box tone processor. Now this is a very, very precise high frequency low pass filter, which is going to make it sound a little bit smoother. It's getting rid of all of the high frequencies that are beyond our hearing range, and it's doing a subtle contour to the frequencies within our hearing range. So it's slightly modifying the top end of the mix. The next thing I'm going to do is turn on Alchemy. Now what Alchemy does is it's in relation to the clip point of the mix, and what it's doing as the signal approaches 0, as it approaches the clip point, even though our clipper's off, but the mix is pushed into the limit of a limiter or a clipper, whatever it was this mix was processed with before we got it. What Alchemy is doing is as the signal gets pushed up towards the clip point, it is subtly pushing down the high frequencies. So we have two things going on. We have this box tone, which is this subtle kind of high frequency contour. Then we have Alchemy, which is dynamically pushing down the mids and high frequencies as the signal approaches the clip point, even though our clipper is off and our gold processing is off. Now that's pretty subtle, but what's happening is as the signal approaches 0.0, Alchemy is pushing the high frequencies down by as much as 1.3 dB. So 1.3 dB is about a 12 or 14% perceived change, but because it's so instantaneous, we're not necessarily hearing it as sometimes like you would hear a dynamic EQ, because you can hear it bouncing around a lot. This is very subtle. It's instantaneous like the magnetization of tape, and it sounds natural to our ears because it's perfectly responding to the dynamics of the music. There's no attack and release that is smearing the dynamic interaction. It's happening on a sample by sample process. That's it for now. Try this out. Let me know what you think.